expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Brother Mike back on the radio. Arizona, here we go. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. Today's Bible study. Greasy Greece wants grace. Oh, that's so nice. Hey, would you call somebody and tell them the radio program's on? What I'm about to tell you about the finances on the planet are going to make you do the right thing. They're going to make you to start watching out for yourself and your family. Do it now. This is Brother Mike. I'm the counselor of the House of Healing. We're in Central Phoenix. We're on 11th Street, just south of Indian School Road and west of the 51 freeway. Brother Mike's Friday night teaching services for his radio listeners has moved. We are now at the New Hope Living Church of God, southeast corner, Indian School and 27th Avenue. We're right down the street from the House of Healing, but we have moved, and now we have plenty of room for you to bring anyone you need for prayer, deliverance, and healing. Plenty of room in the church, and now plenty of room at the altar call. Fridays only. Our other services, Wednesday night, our teaching and healing service for our ladies, and that starts at 7 o'clock. Thursday is our individual and private prayer for each individual person who comes. They get personal prayer for healing and deliverance. That's every Thursday at 6:30. Those will still be at the House of Healing, but Fridays I'll be at Indian School and 27th Avenue, the southeast corner, the New Hope Living Church of God. God bless you. When you go to the website, please sign up for Facebook, for our YouTube teaching channel, and please make a donation so we can keep the radio program going. Please also sign up for the next seminar, which will also be at the New Hope Church of God. Greasy grace for Greece? Really? Is that what they need? Wow. Unbelievable. Isaiah chapter 32 says, from verses 6 and 7, it says, that has 8 evil practices of the wicked. Welcome to Greece. Number 1, they speak villainy. Number 2, they work iniquity in the heart. Number 3, they practice hypocrisy. Number 4, they utter error and false doctrines against the Lord and against truth. Number 5, they make the soul of the hungry empty. Wow. Say hello to Greece. They cause drink to be kept from people who are thirsty. Wow, no kidding. They use evil means to take advantage of others. Wow, can you say Greece? They make wicked plans to destroy the poor and needy with lying words. The country of Greece can be found in Isaiah chapter 32, along with most of the other countries in the virtually godless European Union. Folks, what were they thinking in 2011 when Greece went belly up? Do you remember that? What in the world happened? How did they get to this point where the country owes $450 billion and hasn't got a penny to pay it back? And they want another $450 billion so they can keep paying nothing back. How in the world does that work? The banks are out of money. They've shut down. You can't get any more than $60 or $70 out of an ATM per account. They're talking about them dropping out of the euro and going back to the drachma. Oh, jeez. I can't believe I sold my drachmas years ago. That was so stupid. What was I thinking? Man, I don't have the investment skills to make it anymore. Can you believe it? 25 years after the Greeks invented democracy, arts, literature, science, math, medicine, philosophy. Can you believe any of this? After all that, they end up here. They invented math, but they can't count when it counted the most. Greece isn't just crazy, folks. That is a virtually 100% demon-possessed country. They have a 17.5% unemployment rate. They've got 500 people living in Greece with absolutely no income at all. They have 500,000 people who moved out of the country and just gave up to go find a better life in some other country. Did you know that they have the fastest increase in the rates of suicide and homelessness anywhere in Europe? They have $460 billion in debt and can't pay a penny of it back. Can you even imagine it? They have a 10% deficit that is 3 times higher than the ceiling set by the Eurozone. How did they get in that condition? Number one, everybody kept denying there was a problem for decades. The political parties, corrupt and satanically inspired to the bone. ASOK, the anti-socialists, the new democracy politicians would not stop lying. Number two, corruption. The whole system is corrupt. Transparency International annually ranks Greece among the most corrupt countries in the world, and by far the number one corrupt country in Europe. In Greece, nearly everyone is on the take. Our politicians, who are crooked to the bone, look like Sunday school teachers compared to their politicians. Not only that, but everybody in the society lies and cheats like it's normal. Everybody sees it as just another thing. Politicians, doctors, lawyers, architects, engineers, clerks, driving inspectors, anybody. They take bribes, they cheat, they lie, nobody cares. Number three, perception. Greeks have a perception by the outside world. You know what it is? The country itself has a perception for being drop-dead gorgeous. Greece is a gorgeously beautiful country, and one of the few industries that works well there is tourism. Man, that place is absolutely gorgeous. But the Greeks that live there, outsiders see them as lazy, corrupt, inefficient, booze-chugging drunks, cigarette chain-smoking monsters. They have the world's highest rate per capita of cigarette smokers. They're sun-loving beach loungers. They're lazy. Listen, if you're going to sow something, you're going to reap it, friend. Point number 4, they have a society of low productivity. Greece has a lot of unproductive people living in that country. Did you know that less than 50% of everyone that lives in that country is unemployed? Did you know that 50% of the unemployed people there are under 25? You imagine that? Young people don't even work. 25% of the estimated gross domestic product is in the black market. Did you know the government over there spends 42% of its limited resources on social benefits? They make us look ridiculous. They have a workforce of nearly 1 million people. Do you know where they work? They work for the state and the public and the country. They're all on the dole. They're employed by Greece. They're public workers. The country's in deep trouble. One of the great industries of Greece has always been the olive oil business. They're number one in it. They got the best olive oil in the world, bar none. You know what they do with it? These idiots sell their oil to Italian companies, and the Italians rebrand it as their own. Things are so bad in Greece. Listen to this. They're selling their olive oil to Germany, who then sells it back to them. They import it back at a higher price. Can you believe that? Germany is selling Greece their own olive oil. The stupidity and the insanity and the demonic evil in Greece is incomprehensible at this moment. Of the 193 countries on the planet Earth, guess what? Greece ranks 101st in the Ease of Doing Business Index put out by the World Bank. Number 5, dead businesses. Greece is always investing in the dead business. Take the bankrupt OSE railway system, which is literally virtually useless. The trains run from one end of the country to the other end of the country, and they're mostly empty. They pay their workers because it's a state and country-owned business. 5 times the salary they pay a teacher in Greece, which is only $18,000 a year. The thing is useless. Injustice is prolific in Greece. Nobody pays any taxes. The rich get everything. The poor get nothing. The jails are filled with poor Greeks and immigrants. The taxes there are unbelievable. Nobody pays any taxes there. One of the main themes of the country is, quote, Greeks just don't trust Greeks. And, quote, if you pay taxes in Greece, you're stupid. Injustice and dead businesses and immorality run amok in Greece. Tax evaders cost the country $13 billion a year, and no one is prosecuted. They tax their citizens up one side and down the other, and the rich get off. The middle class and lower class have 2 income taxes, 2 property taxes, a value-added tax of 23% that has crippled restaurants and closed hotels all over the country. Thus saith the Lord, the wicked who run countries, Isaiah chapter 32, they speak villainy, they work iniquity in their hearts, they practice hypocrisy, they utter error and lies and false doctrines, they make the soul of the hungry empty, they cause drink to be kept from those who are thirsty, they use evil means to take advantage of others, they make wicked plans to destroy the poor and needy with lying words. And the people of Greece just don't get it. I was watching the news and couldn't believe I saw these poor people, forgive me for using this horrible term, suckers, who actually thought this thing was going to get fixed. They were standing in line trying to get money out of an ATM. They should have taken their money out of that bank 2 or 3 years ago when this started. Greece is about to go down, friend, and it's greasy over there. And they're not going to get any grace from the devil. He's a cold-blooded, butchering monster. When this country goes down, there's 5 other countries behind them, and they are all broke as well. We could be seeing the venue of worldwide economic collapse that the Antichrist has been waiting for. He could be a teenager. Be careful.
The views expressed on the preceding program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program has been sponsored by Michael W. Smith.